Welcome to FPL Potato Me, where we talk about fantasy Premier League. I am Mushroom Head Potato, and this
I'm
is
Hokkien.
all right. Now we will move on to game week 5, but we will also have a look at our scores from game week 4. Talk a bit about what went on. So without further ado, let us. That's better. All right, here we go. Hokkien Me. 62 points. What are your
Minus 4.
feelings? What are your
So
thoughts?
58. I feel because now I have, let me see. My mistake is last week my Saka to Rodrigo and failed. I -4 to bring Saka, sell Saka, bring in Rodrigo because
Okay.
I want to have Zinchenko in my team, but when I buy him, then he get injured.
So you went from Roberts. You went from. Wait a minute. This
Cash.
is. You went from Cash. That's why you have Matty Cash, who you're trying to get rid of. You're trying to get rid of all your Aston Villa assets because you had
Yes.
Bailey and Cash to begin with, and
Yes.
so you went from Cash to Zinchenko, and then you went from Saka to Rodrigo because Rodrigo has been on red hot form, and unfortunately, Zinchenko pulled up with an injury, and that he was relegated to the bench obviously because of the injury. And then who came in as a sub for you? Who do you have as your first sub? Andreas Pereira, is that right?
Yes, Andre.
So in your team, you have Raya, who came in with 6 points, Robertson with 9, Cancelo with 1, Alexander, TAA with a whopping 17 points, Andres Pereira 2 points, Josh De Silva 2, Rodrigo 2, Martinelli 2, De Bruyne 2, Haaland with an impressive 17, and your captain Jesus with a very unfortunate 2 points. So yeah, you were talking about what you thought to be a mistake lah, that you took the -4 to bring in Rodrigo. So why didn't we discuss this last week? I was just like, what? Why did you decide to make the early transfer? Were there price changes? What were you worried about that made you make to make the early transfer? Because you made an early transfer last week, wasn't it?
No, because for me, the time my thinking is not much to think of because I really want Zinchenko,
Okay.
but I already have 3 Arsenal players, so
Okay.
I have to get rid of Saka.
Okay.
And why I didn't go for DS? Because also
Yeah. Why didn't you
Rodrigo,
go for Diaz?
because I
Well, we
planning
didn't have an opportunity to talk about it.
because one of my planning is I going to have 3 proper forward, which means I save up the money
Yeah.
so I can sell off. I can this week or next week. I can remove Taylor.
Yeah. Your 4.5
I
forward,
can buy Mitrovic.
Mitrovic. Or yeah. Yeah, I'm also looking to change up my structure. So you were thinking of
So I'm
changing
not
your
going for
structure,
8
lah.
million. I'm not going for 8 million
Midfielder.
midfielder because I feel is Rodrigo now increase price again now to 6.4.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think
When I
he is.
when I bought him is 6.3 last week.
Yeah. Yeah, but he probably would have. But
No,
this is a
now
lesson.
he's 6.5.
Yeah, it's a lesson for
He
lesson
go
for
up
both.
to 0.2 again. Means a lot of people buy him.
Yeah, he's in red hot form, and Leeds fixtures are starting to turn. They've an impressive series of.
So
They're playing Everton next week. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, the previous week I made the mistake of transfers, and then this week you made the early transfers as well. So hindsight. But how about we talk about those games? So let's start with Rodrigo's game against Brighton. So that was a tough one for Leeds. They have not won at Brighton in like 2 years. So it was not surprising that, they didn't manage to score against Brighton. So that's there. Pascal Gross. You talked a bit about Gross. I think in the previous weeks you were interested in him too. So he returned with a goal from Trossard. Trossard has been moved into attacking midfield role together with Gross, and they combined well.
Brighton this season play quite good. You see their picture.
Potter ball, man. It's about Potter ball. Graham Potter. All about that system. All about that system.
Yeah. They are very organized. Even they versus. Until now, they versus who? Let me see.
I mean, they played Man United first game 2-1. They were very organized. Brentford saw what Brighton did and basically was like, okay, let's do what Brighton did, and then they beat Man United 4-0.
They even win West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham has had tough time with injuries and stuff. But
next game they versus Fulham. They may not lose, They are quite a good team, They may be a draw, maybe a 1-1 draw, maybe a 2-1 score, maybe a 2-2 score.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, Fulham's strong at home as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those upcoming fixtures later. Let's talk about what's passed. So you had, so that's there for Rodrigo. So you had Andreas, since we're talking about Fulham, you had Andreas Pereira come off the bench as well. What did you make of that fixture? Arsenal 2-1. So you had Jesus as captain. Very unfortunate with a lot of people. A lot of people captain Jesus as well.
Actually, you see, during the match, I watched the match.
Okay.
Jesus is I call him Jesus lah. Jesus is a different player from Haaland.
Mm-hmm.
He involved in a lot of the play. Involved a lot of play.
It comes quite deep. I mean, deeper than Haaland, huh?
Not only deeper, he doesn't stay in one position. When the build up of attack, he involved a lot also. So Haaland is just a target man. He always in the front.
Sure,
then the left wing, right wing do all the job. The midfield do all the job. Haaland just have to get into position.
Sure.
Into that position.
Mm-hmm.
Then all his teammates around him service him, give him the service, do the dribble or pass. He just have to be at the right place, do the scoring. But Jesus Arsenal play is different. He involved. Jesus also involved in a lot of build up. He may have second assist, but during the match I saw he really unlucky not to score. Then
I was just gonna say, even though he's involved in the build up, he's also there to get
his
on
final
the
touch. Fail him. If not, he at least have 2 goals.
Yeah, I mean he had that.
His final touch suddenly becomes so soft.
Yeah, I mean he had chances. It's like unlucky again. Another day,
then
another
say
day.
Haaland is really lucky, His hat-trick, look very.
Okay, before we talk about Haaland, I mean, so there was Jesus who was unfortunate. How about Martinelli? Did you have any second week of owning Martinelli, and this week he doesn't return? Any thoughts there?
No lah, it's just one of the. I feel it's just one of the week. You can't be one player every week perform. Correct. We have down week, up week. But I can tell you only is Arsenal, Fulham play well.
Fulham, yeah, they really did.
They played well. Plus Arsenal, this game they missing the final touch only. If not the score, they won't fight back so much. They attack the whole match. Then suddenly Fulham 1 shot 1 goal.
Oh, you meant Arsenal was lacking that killer touch, right?
Yeah, the whole match Arsenal is attacking. Only a certain period, then Fulham counter or what. Then suddenly Fulham 1 shot 1 goal. The commentator is like the commentator very funny. I remember when I watched the match, right? The commentator suddenly say, "Wow, it look like don't know going to be what match when first half Arsenal don't score, then they keep attacking, then in the end they're going to lose. They're going to let the opponent score, and then going to lose the game."
Yeah, I mean Arsenal did that a lot last season.
Example like the previous match or what then after he say less than 10 minutes, right, Fulham score already.
Yeah, jinx, commentators jinx.
But
I mean, but it's also testament to. testament to Arsenal's new mentality under Arteta. I have to get like. Was like Gabriel made the mistake for the goal, right? But then he ends up.
Then he come back with a captain goal, lor.
Yeah, captain's goal.
He's captain, right? No.
Odegaard. Well, like a centre back, backline leader's goal. Let's put it that way. Backline leader's goal. So let's have a look at my team because we have similar players as well. So I had Raya also 6 points, TA 17, Cancelo unfortunately with 1 point, Robertson 9, Trippier 2, Andres Pereira 2, Martinelli 2. Salah was my captain, 6 points, Saka 5, Haaland 17, and Jesus with 1. Since we're on that game, I wanted to talk about Saka as well since he returned for me. I was actually quite bullish about him returning. Unfortunately, only with 5 points, but still better than nothing. So I'm glad I didn't make my gamble. I was like maybe thinking of gambling and removing him, but so I'm glad I didn't remove him. He was more involved in this game, a little bit more involved. So I'm still on the fence whether I'll keep him. We can talk about that later, whether I'll keep him or not. But let's talk about other games, other players. So you were very impressed with David Raya. With the 6-pointer, even though Brentford conceded 1-1 against Everton. So we both, you had the silver as well. So what did you make of that game and our players in the game? First and foremost, Raya, what did you make of him?
Raya? The goalkeeper.
Yeah. Both are keepers.
Good lah. Of course good lah. That's why don't know like Brentford always concede, but Raya got a lot of save point on.
2 save points and 2 bonus points. How about that? How about that?
He saved a lot lah. He's still good lah. He's good lah. He's good. He's not that expensive, good and cheap. But another player is Brighton keeper also can consider.
Yeah, man, Sanchez or Nottingham Forest, Dean Henderson. I didn't realize his penalty record he's apparently
five penalties, saved 3.
Yeah, apparently he saved like 10 penalties of 19 penalties he saved in his career, which is.
But I still will go for Brighton lah because Anderson a lot of points. He saved the penalty, but if you both is 4.6 million, the increased price from 4.5 to
because the popular picks.
I rather you take Sanchez lah, which is also more people popular choice lah because
safer.
15.9% of the population. Of the FPL population choose him.
Yeah, safer. I mean, Brighton has been looking very, very.
I won't go for Mendy lah, which majority do. So I will still keep my Raya lah because now no point to change ma.
No, I mean unless you're on a wild card. Since we're on the topic of Sanchez, both of us don't. You had Rodrigo. We talked a bit about the game Brighton against Leeds. Sanchez. I mean, Brighton very organized lah. Sanchez is a good pick lah. But yeah, moving on from that. Haaland, since you were talking about Haaland just now, 4-2, very impressive comeback. Crystal Palace scored 2 goals in the first half. I was saying that this is like last season. Crystal Palace is always the sort of bogey team for Man City. But now they have a new dimension, a new weapon to use. And so you were saying, Poacher, he just stays there and it worked out for City. It worked out. Hat-trick in the second half.
Now one major consideration is yes, Haaland a lot of people have, right? But he will not start every game.
That's the thing. That is a big thing that the whole community is debating about. There are multiple theories. So what is your theory, Uncle Timmy?
So it's important now. If you still haven't wild card, set up your bench properly also. Because you sure feel him. You feel him, and if Man City is during going to 60 minutes, 70 minutes is still a draw game or fighting back, then Haaland will sub in.
Yeah, no, there's no question.
But if they are winning comfortably 3-0, 4-0, right?
There's no point now.
Then most probably will just rest him for the whole game. The next game he start fresh again.
Yeah, so
he maybe will play 3 games. Yeah. He maybe play 2 games, 3 games, rest 1 game.
Yeah, because this season is very, very condensed, the first half of the season because of the World Cup. They're saying
you will play 2 games, 3 games, rest 1 game. Because you feel Haaland you also have to sub him out on 60 minutes, 70 minutes one. Because his job is just to stay in position. He's like a poacher.
Sure.
He just stay in position, right? Then anytime he can start one goal.
I can
if you are
see.
taking him, how you start him up?
But honestly, I can see him getting sub off at 70 lah. Maybe not 60, but 70. If they're like winning
3-0, 4-0.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say.
But if you're fighting like 1-1, fighting back 0-1, losing one goal, fighting back all these, then he won't be sub out.
But I think, there's the other thing that rarely will Man City be put in this situation lah. I mean, Crystal Palace is obviously their sort of.
I got already 4 game, 2 game like that already.
I think moving forward they'll be fine. I mean, it's in there. Laporte's been injured.
I already saw that one is your friend, right?
Yeah.
I thought I already saw someone walk past. Wow, I got shocked.
You thought it was a ghost.
So lah, one people.
No, I mean, so the first 2 games they had clean sheets. Remember, West Ham 2-0, second game 4-0 against Bournemouth.
Oh, Man City.
Yeah.
But you see 4 games, the Crystal Palace, and plus this game also.
Newcastle. I mean, those are mostly because of the teams, right? I mean, Newcastle at home, we know they're dangerous. Newcastle is probably a top 6, top 7 team now. And Crystal Palace has traditionally been a thorn in Man City's side. So that's there. But I think most games, they should be fine, to be honest.
No.
But we'll see, lah. So I was going to say, between now and the World Cup, so they've done the math. I forget. I saw the stat. I forget who it is. But the approximate time is every game will be every 3.9 days, including all the cup games and Champions League games. So it'll be like every 3.9 days will be one game. So there's definitely going to be a lot of rotation. So even if we move to Kane, Conte himself also said, I'm going to rotate Kane as well. So there's really no certainty.
But Kane, you got a feeling Kane should play more game, start more game than Haaland.
That's what, I mean, traditionally that's what we thought.
I can imagine Conte plan is once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Kane rest. Then Richarlison start play as striker.
Sure.
Then with Kulu and Song. So these 4 players, Kulu, Song, Kane, and Richarlison, right? These 4 rotate. They won't start together. These 4 will rotate.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what everybody's thinking, and they also still have Lucas Moura, who can come in whenever needs be, that kind of thing.
Moura is more for Kulu one.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, let's talk about that game.
Good. I tell you, Kulu really damn good.
So let's talk about that. I mean, talk about that game. If we, at any point, would you be interested to jump back onto Kane? So Spurs beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. Kane scoring both goals.
That would be, I don't know. I feel that would be a very stupid move on my part.
Why stupid, yeah?
No, really. That would be a very stupid move on my part if I jump back to Kane.
Tell us why.
Because why second week I sell him already, then why I buy Haaland? Because from the logic reason you tell me, Haaland the price will only go up and go down.
Yeah.
Unless he's injured.
Yeah.
So now I sell him, I buy back Kane. Then defeat the purpose why I second week buy him.
No, because I asked because there are quite a few people who are doing this. They're like, okay, they jump back and forth, or they started with Haaland and now they're thinking go to a Kane, that kind of a thing.
I don't really. Now how much is Kane now? Kane price drop.
Yeah, probably dropped because everybody's going. Haaland's got a hat trick, so everybody's like, let's go to Haaland. All the casuals are like, let's go to Haaland. That kind
of Haaland from 11.6 now become 11.8?
Yeah.
No point lah. You got to stick with the crowd lah. 66.8% of the crowd. Why you want to be the unique 30? Why you want to be the unique 30?
No, just because we were talking about rotation.
I'd rather fail together lah. If you tell me now the population is 50-50 maybe you can consider lah, because either choice you also know wrong ma.
Sure. So in that game,
use other player.
So in that game, Hendo had the amazing, not amazing, but amazing just in general. The fact that he saved 2 penalties in 4 games in the EPL.
Now I start
amazing.
in the thing. You also start, but you not sold lah. We cannot sell Robertson.
Okay, before we talk about that, very quickly, any thoughts from the game between Forest and Spurs? Kane scoring both goals, and hence me asking you the question. He missed the penalty. Henderson saving.
No, for me, I still won't buy any Forest player at all. Their attacks very nice, but same no finishing at all.
You have Nico Williams.
It's just an enabler and starter. That's why I buy him.
I think that in some games I might actually start him, man. He's looking very, very dangerous, and his stats
only when like Forest home some game I tell you what game. I already know what game, like Forest home versus Everton,
sure,
versus Aston Villa, versus Southampton.
No, I mean game week 6, Nottingham.
This time when they home.
Sure. So
then
game week 6. Game week 6, Forest plays Bournemouth at home. I think I will actually start Nico Williams. He's gonna return soon.
That one can. I also maybe will start. Only those
he looks like
he's the most cheap starter already.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to return. Yeah. There's no question. He's up to 4.1 now.
Now is bench Andre for me lah. My bench is always my 3 bench is 4 bench 4. I tell you is to me I call it substandard player Da Silva, Andre, Nico, and Taylor. So I need to get rid of Taylor first.
Because you're gonna switch structures, you're about to change structures, you're maybe.
And the next I'll try to adjust, get rid of Da Silva also.
Yeah, I mean,
I start by him, he become he become commoner again already.
Well, I mean, I was telling you, he might not even start moving forward. I was surprised considering you have money in the bank.
He was starting every match. I tell you, that one I listen this year come in, this year go out. Da Silva start a lot of match already. Why he not starting?
Well, what I was trying to tell you was because according to Brentford fans, if you
tell him to it in front, the fan also not manager. In the end, the manager like him keep starting
moving forward, he might not start. That's all I'm saying. Because they have damn Scar.
He's too cheap.
Yeah, sure. What my point was, my surprise was why you brought him in was because you don't have Salah and you have money in the bank, and so I was surprised that you had him because you have 3 budget players.
I hate it is I don't think I can straight away buy Mitrovic.
Okay, before we move to considerations about Mitrovic, because we can talk about that when we look at my team, because I'm thinking of actually moving to a 3 up top this week. Let's talk about the Liverpool game. 9-0. TAA finally returning with a whopping 17 points. Salah, very unfortunate. It seemed like a karmic balance. He's been very lucky to score in last few weeks, and he didn't return this week.
Sorry, I have to disturb you.
What?
Because I just saw gross price very disgusting and very sad.
Well, it rose again, man. He's very popular, both him and Rodrigo.
5.5 become 5.8.
Yeah, man. It's everybody's either going to Gross or Rodrigo. It's one of the two. So that's what's happening.
I want to go for both, but I got no money because I go for Mitrovic.
That's what's been happening. But anyhow, Liverpool game. So you're talking about Robertson. He returned with 9 points. So you were saying that Robertson should be a hold if we still have it. Why is that? Please tell us.
No, his price dropped already. No point selling him, unless you go to restructure your team. You want to restructure your team, you should -4 because you should buy a cheaper, maybe 5 million defender. Then you upgrade your midfield or striker.
Okay, that's we can look at that. We can look at that when we look at my team because I am thinking of restructuring. Any thoughts from that game? Bournemouth seems to be the team to target now. They've had 3 very tough fixtures so that's there.
I don't know what they're playing that game, but it's Liverpool playing good lah. They left, right, center bopper.
I mean, the third.
I know that game is not about how amazing Liverpool is that can score 9 goals. That game is about how amazing Liverpool 9 goals. Salah got 0 assists, 0 goal.
And missing an open goal.
The main topic is about this. It's not about how amazing Liverpool got 9 goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
How can be so incredible? 9 goals, 0 assists, 0 goal.
Oh, I mean, people have been talking about this. This is another
That is
mythical
why I
day
say
in FPL.
that is why I say it's like going for my analysis and prediction, right?
Uh-huh.
Liverpool play different without Darwin because they're
Sure.
still getting used to. They try to accommodate Darwin. They change slightly their way of play.
Sure, yeah.
They playing like Man City, you know, like Darwin
Yeah.
is the target man, like Haaland, like that.
Yeah.
But Liverpool play better when they have Firmino that play like Kane.
For now, it seems like that seems to be
Firmino
the
play
case.
like Kane. Firmino and Kane to me is a same type of player. They involved in the build up. He come in also. He drop, he play, then he run back up to push up again.
Sure.
But like Darwin cannot. Darwin Haaland cannot much. Cannot do like that much. They more of a target man in front one. They hold the line, hold the attack. They always stay, but they seldom really run to the mid to involve the build up one. But Firmino and Kane they will ma.
Yeah.
They involve with the build up a lot ma. So it's so to me, Liverpool very different. When Darwin come back, then maybe I start to structure and I change Robert. I will sell Robertson.
Okay.
But
FPL wise,
now for those don't have Salah, right? If you can, right? If you don't have, you don't need to buy. But you should buy, for my advice, you should buy DS. Why I never buy? Because I for myself this week I never do any changes. I need to cool myself off.
It's cooling, and we can talk about that when we look at team. But
but
I think
my recommendation is buy DS.
Yeah, I mean FPL wise, I definitely agree. He looked very, very bright against Bournemouth, 2 goals. TAA, we knew he was going to return. 400,000 people, more than 400,000 people sold him before this game week.
Really, man?
TAA, yeah, more than 400,000 people sold him.
Why his price never drop one?
I don't know, because too many people still hold him. The price changes are a mystery to everybody, so that's there.
From 60% become 48.6% only.
Yeah. It's a mystery. Price changes are still a mystery in FPL. But yeah, he returned as we knew he would, with 17 points. One of those games are 9-0. Let's see. Newcastle game, since I had Trippier, 2 points. Very unfortunate. Well, not very unfortunate. I mean, Wolves actually look very good. Wolves are looking, they're really looking
good. That game I watched also.
Yeah. Like Ruben, I mean, this is not FPL.
Who play, the flow, I said, this Wolf play like that one, man, like very good, but don't be, how to say, don't get cheated by their display, really, their show, because they are.
Who are you talking about, Wolves or Newcastle?
Wolf.
Oh, Wolves, yeah.
The game they really play well, yeah. No, it's about the flow, the way they play, the flow, the attack. Left, right, and
no, it seems like
got the can click the flow. But this one is like once in a while. I got a feeling it's like once in a while they suddenly like that only.
I don't think so, man. I mean, it seems like the 2 new signings are working. Nunes and Gidesh. Those are 2 to keep on the watch list to see how that progresses.
Who new signing? Who?
The guy who assisted Neves' goal. I mean, although it was just a pass, just a simple pass for the long shot. Guedes, Guedes, and Nunes. 2 new signings because they sold Gibbs White. Who else did they sell? I mean, they've made some so these are the 2 new Portuguese players again. So again, Wolves with the Portuguese contingent. FPL, I mean, this is not FPL related, but I do wonder why didn't Man United go for Ruben Neves from the get-go? He controlled that game, man, really. I mean, I watched the highlights only. I was just like looking at all the chances.
But it's like, to me, it's like Xiao Xiao is like suddenly Pereira on form, then everything look good on him but monitor a while
No. I mean not FPL wise. Ruben Neves. I wouldn't get him for FPL because he only every now and then with long shots and scores and all that. The other unfortunate thing that came out of this game is ASM might be injured again. But he scored.
That's why all these glass men are hard to buy, no? Because you don't know when they injure one, no.
I mean, I was actually considering him. I mean, it's just like he's been on good form. That was like an amazing goal.
Yeah, this because this kind is
goal.
that you will curse yourself very hard because he may be on good form. You buy him right next game he injured for 3 weeks out again. Maybe.
Yeah, man, that's the problem. Well, I mean, we'll monitor. We don't know if it's actual.
This guy, he dribble a lot, but he finish. If really I can put in training on his shooting and finishing, this guy will be good. But,
well, that's what we were talking about in the last game, right? In the first half against Man City. Like, he doesn't have end product. But he proved us wrong. He returned with 3 assists against Man City, and then he scored against Wolves. So it seems like he's,
No lah, that one is hang one score is like you keep attacking, keep dribble like a clown, you also will score if you can keep attacking. It's like you hit 20 times here, got 1 time goal one
3 assists.
He is good. He is good. But the thing is, I won't buy him or consider him because first,
his injury record, right?
He mostly only can get assists. If you want to convert his goal versus his shooting rate, it's quite lousy.
Yeah.
Okay, second, he's not cheap.
6.5 is okay.
6.5, I'd rather choose other player. Alright, no?
I don't know. I mean, depends.
Okay, I mean, you listen to my 3 first. Wait,
okay. So
it's not cheap. To me, 6.5 is not cheap. Okay.
More assists than goals.
Third,
6.5, and thirdly,
last man.
I mean, that's the most
important. Anytime get injured.
Yeah.
Then you buy him, then put him on bench. Then you imagine, wow, this week you buy him, you never -4 but you do a direct transfer You buy him, suddenly injured. Then next 2-3 weeks you do transfer again because of him.
Yeah, that's something to monitor That's something.
Alright, 6.5 buy Gross Gross seldom injured one
Gross or Rodrigo,
but
right?
Of course, they are
everybody's
different player. ASM is very fancy, like a bit like JJ Okacha last time.
Yeah, man. But I mean,
JJ Okacha got finishing, he don't have.
I don't know, man. I mean, let's see with this season. I mean, we were both saying he doesn't.
Then you say like him, injured already, how to buy? He injured already, how to buy?
Let's see if he's actually injured, because it's rumors of an injury that he might not be fit. But we'll see.
I tell you, the one thing you tell me is correct. One player you tell me, I think I buying soon. Really is correct.
We'll talk about future players.
Not future. These players can start to monitor or do a transfer within these 2 weeks already.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about Cucurella, indeed. Well, we'll look at that. Well, just to round out the fixture, since you want to talk about Cucurella. So Chelsea 2-1. They had a red card from Gallagher, but Cucurella did return with an assist. James also had an assist, 2 goals for Sterling.
I don't know how they win the game.
Well, I mean, like I told you, man, Leicester has a very, very porous defense now. Especially now that Fofana is going to Chelsea.
Maximum, yeah.
And Leicester did not have Maddison. He was injured. So that was a big miss for them as well.
And they still don't buy any player. They already sell Fofana already.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's the thing. It doesn't seem like the owners want to back Rodgers. I don't know what the deal is over there.
Sure back one Thai owner, they back one where got don't back?
That's what I was asking you like 2 weeks ago. What's going on there? Why aren't the Thai owners backing Rodgers? What's happening?
I think if they just cannot find the right player then they got Fofana, then Chelsea come and disturb.
I don't know, man. They haven't signed they haven't signed anybody. So that is a big worry for Leicester. Big worry. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what happens there. All right, just to round up there, Brentford 1-1. Tony continued to look good, hit the bar and everything. I think Brentford hit the bar like 2 or 3 times, so they were unfortunate not to beat Everton. Chelsea, they really want Anthony Gordon, and he's showing why, I suppose. He scored. It was a very, very cool finish against Brentford.
I don't know why they won it. Why? Gordon, why suddenly look so good?
I mean, the latest rumor is... The latest rumor is they want to pay £25 million in exchange with Gallagher and what's that? Like a Broja. They want to give Broja and Gallagher and £25 million, which will make Anthony Gordon worth £85 million.
Too much money.
I will keep an eyes peeled for
that. Go
And finally,
very sad why they never buy Maguire.
And yeah, finally, Man U beat Southampton 1-0. Any thoughts very quickly before we move on to next week?
Go God.
Okay.
If you are, eat back my word lor. If Man U can keep up, I got very cheap 4.4 million defender Malaysia can buy what.
Sure, and that's a question I have for you later when we look at my team.
Malaysia.
But
4.4 million only.
4.4. Dallo and Malaysia both at 4.4. But to be honest, Southampton actually looked dangerous. At any point they could have scored. I watched the extended highlights.
Yeah, but you tell you when you watch the extended highlight and you watch the whole match, right?
Yeah.
Only 3 moments I really got shocked. That one is when De Gea make one amazing save, the header
from the header. But that was straight at him. That was like you expect him to save it.
No, why got straight at him? A bit slant one, and so
straight.
close the header.
It was like at least I expect the header to save it because of his shot stopping skills, because of his standard.
No, that one is his reflex is damn good.
Yeah, I mean precisely because of De Gea's reflexes, his shot stopping skills. I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty much a routine.
That one not
save
straight
for
at
De Gea.
him. It's a bit saying one. Not straight at him.
But it seemed like it was like pretty much in the realm of a De Gea save lah. I wasn't like super surprised. But I guess in the context of the game,
the thing is so fucking close, you know.
That's true. I mean, there was a lot of power behind it. That's definitely. I think that was from Bella Kochak.
Then the thing is, only 1 or 2 moments very short. The rest you can feel is no. These 2 games are without Maguire.
Yeah.
You see, they play a lot confident level.
Yeah, Man United looking a lot more solid.
A lot of confident level. You can feel the player like start to trust each other more. With Maguire, they don't trust each other already. It's like they all scared, you know.
Yeah, there's the infamous.
They start to pass different. They try to pass different, react different because they scared.
There's the infamous clip of De Gea wanting to.
The one don't pass to him, he kick the ball out.
Instead of passing to him, he clears the ball out of.
Then funny I keep watching any video they got Harry Maguire. Then they shout, then the music come on. Then
as you can tell, Uncle Kimmy is a big fan of Harry Maguire. But on that note, let's move on. So that was
ready. If you all not nobody to buy, right? And during some feature, really can buy Malaysia. This guy.
So yeah, let's talk about that in a bit. Let's talk about that. I'll ask you about that.
No one you still want to talk about.
Anyhow, so this was the rankings for game week 4. I again finished 6th. You came in 3rd last. You were complaining about that. You've not been.
This is not the latest one, right?
Yeah, this is the latest game week 4.
No, I already dropped to. I thought I dropped to 2nd place already.
Well, this is the game week 4 ranking. So overall, you are the second bottom, unfortunately. I'm
how
still
not to do 4 week, 2 times last, 1 time third from the last, and 1 time 2nd place only.
I mean,
I need to go off. No, I do a lot of transfer, right?
Yeah.
I minus. You see, G week 4 G week. I minus how many points already?
12.
I minus 8, minus 4, minus 4. Correct.
Oh, that's 16 points with minus. That's a lot of minus. A lot of hits.
Correct. Yeah. 1 time with minus 8, I minus 8. Then minus 4, minus 4. G week 1 to G week 2, I minus 4. G week 2 to G week 3, I minus 8.
A lot of hits there. Hits.
G week 3 to G week 4, so I minus 16 points for nothing. And I minus point I didn't earn back. And I do a lot of transfer is when I transfer the players start to perform. You see, Bailey, I transfer him out, perform. Saka, I transfer him out, 1 assist.
I think you've only done minus 4, minus 4.
He injured.
Sure. Well, I mean, yeah.
Only player that I buy then he can return is KDB.
Yeah, for the kids listening out there, don't take hits.
So that's why I need to cool off lah. I need to cool off.
Okay, talking about cooling off. So here's your team for game week 5. Uncle Hokkien is not taking any no hits and no transfers. So he has Raya in goal, away at Crystal Palace, Cancelo at home to Forest, TAA home to Newcastle, Robertson home to Newcastle, Zinchenko home to Aston Villa. Is he going to start? Is he fit? I don't know.
Never mind, I got Andre at the sub.
Okay, we'll look at that. And then De Silva away at Crystal Palace. De Bruyne home. Forest, Rodrigo home. Everton, Martinelli home. Aston Villa. And then up top, you have Haaland as your captain. Home to Nottingham Forest. And then with Gabriel Jesus as vice-captain, home to Aston Villa. And your first sub is Andreas Pereira, home to Brighton. Nico Williams, second sub, away at Man City. And then obviously your 4.5 striker, third on the bench. So you're cooling off and you're just going with it. You're starting Josh De Silva over Andreas Pereira. What was that decision about?
Why? Versus Crystal.
Yeah, isn't Chris... I mean, but Fulham are at home.
So?
We've seen their form at home. I mean, we saw that in the first game week against Liverpool. And Pereira is on set pieces, almost all set pieces.
Okay, yeah. Later I change, follow you.
No, I mean, you might have reasoning, a logic, rational behind it. Tell me.
Don't have.
There's no rational.
Yeah, that's why I say, yeah, it's a mistake. I change. Okay, later I follow you. Yeah, don't have.
Okay. Well, hopefully Zinchenko can be fit. I actually haven't looked at his injury. Has there been any update on whether
75%?
75%. Okay. Well, let's see. Arsenal, they do have.
Hey, you never see Arsenal don't have. He's like a lucky charm, you know.
Who's a lucky charm?
Zinchenko.
Oh, okay.
Arsenal don't have in play shit.
I don't know whether it's a lucky charm or whether that he just brings something different, organizational-wise and all that.
The way of play, right? The attacking more threatening. Okay, Tierney like Baka like that.
Baka. I mean, he's not Baka. It doesn't seem like he's up to full fitness as well, but that's there. Let's look at my.
But now the thing is, you must wait for the Tomiyasu to come back. What Ben White play right back cannot lah.
I mean, he's been adequate.
He's like only he's like temporarily endure down there only. Cannot
adequate, but not obviously not as solid as Tomiyasu. That's definitely.
I now only hope my Rodrigo give me return only.
This is a good fixture for him, and that's why his price has risen, and people are bringing him in. But we can look at
return. I scared what you know, no? But I cannot do any changes. These two Liverpool defense, Arnold and Robertson versus Newcastle. I scared only. Newcastle,
so the thing is,
but now, but I scared because Newcastle attack very fast, ma.
Yeah.
Then these two always show behind only empty, ma.
Yeah.
Then Newcastle someone like to attack the wing, ma.
Yeah.
But ASM injured, so a bit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that if ASM is actually injured and out for the game, I'm actually I'm quite relaxed.
They're not so fast already. They're missing one major player.
He's a major outlet, though. It's a major outlet, it's true, So let's keep.
So I will do. When I say now, I better do changes. Later I forget.
Okay. All right, that's there. And then before we make predictions, let's go to my team because there are a lot of questions about what to do. Because I'm thinking of restructuring this week. So I have.
Wildcard?
No, not a wildcard. Maybe a mini wildcard, but definitely at least 2 free transfers. Because I have 2 free transfers. I rolled my transfer last week. And so I am thinking of restructuring my team.
So Robertson
So yeah, hence I have him on my screen here. As you can see, Robertson I'm not entirely sure who. But so I'm definitely going to move out Robertson and my 4.5 forward. The question is,
let me open up one of my.
Yeah, open up your browser. So I have Raya in goal as well.
I see picture. Where Chelsea feature versus Southampton versus West Ham.
Okay, hold on. You look at that while I read out my team. I have TAA in defense, Cancelo in defense, Robertson in defense, Trippier in midfield. I have Andres Pereira, Martinelli, Salah, and Saka.
No need to read out lah. You think audience no eyes They can see themselves lah. Read so much for what?
This is for the people when we put it up on.
For the blind people or what?
Yeah, for the disabled, but also for the podcasts. We'll upload that.
Can see ma. You have put out so big, so clear. They can see ma.
Not on podcast. Podcast, there's no video.
Podcast only sound only
Yeah, YouTube there's video, but not on podcast. Eventually we have to put it up on Spotify and things like that. But anyhow, up top I have Haaland and Jesus.
Podcast only sound. I don't know ma.
But anyhow, tell me, Hokkien Me, what are your opinions of who I should go to from Robertson and Archer?
Cucurella.
The problem is, if I go to Cucurella, I won't have enough money to go up to a decent forward. Because if I were to go to Mitrovic, I would let's see, can I?
You cannot because Salah too expensive.
Yeah, Salah, yeah,
You
because you
short
have
1
Salah,
million.
I have Salah.
You short
Yeah.
2 million already.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't
You
think
cannot,
that's possible for me.
you cannot.
So I tried it. So there are two options here. It's either I go for a 4.4 defender and Tony, because I want to attack Tony's fixtures, Brentford's fixtures, or
Only even more X.
Tony's at 7.2. 7.2. Or I go for Mitrovic, who is cheaper, obviously. I think it's like 6.6, 6.7.
You got to
And
remove.
then-
You want to buy for your team if you want to buy your Archer to Tony or Mitrovic, right? You need to get rid of Saka and Robertson.
I don't need to get rid of Saka. I have enough money if I go to Tony or Mitrovic. I have enough money to go. That's why that's my plan transfer for
If
sure.
your Robertson change to a 4.4 lah,
4.4 or
which means you will buy Malaysia lah.
No, I don't have to go for 4.4. If I go for so if I go to Mitrovic, okay. So for example, if I
Where's
say I
enough
go
money? You 6.9 only. You only can
Okay,
go for
okay,
you
okay,
go for
okay.
5 million. You only save 1.9 million. Where got enough money?
let me read out to you. So if I went for a Mitrovic, I would have 4.9 in the bank. So I wouldn't only have to go for 4.4. I can go for 4.5, a 4.6, 4.7, that sort of a thing. So that's the choice. If I went without a -4, if I didn't take a hit.
What,
So
you
that-
didn't take a hit?
If I took a hit, if I went from Saka to Rodrigo as well for -4, then obviously my defender, I can have a Cucurella lah. If I go from Saka to Rodrigo, then I have a Cucurella,
Yeah, I
Rodrigo.
mean, you will buy something like you will need to buy a 4.4 to 4.6. 4.4 to 4.6.
4.4 to
Depend
4.9. I have a budget of 4.9, depending if I get Mitrovic or Tony. So that's there. So that's my question to you. Scenario
Mitrovic and
A,
Tony price different quite a lot.
7.2 and 6.7. So let me give you the three scenarios. So first scenario is I go for Tony and Malaysia, Dallo, or Fofana, or maybe even Emerson from West Ham. Scenario B would be I go for a Mitrovic, and then I go for like any 4.5 basically, like a Dunk, a Veltman, a Rico Henry, or Estupinian, the left back for Brighton. So that's there. Or maybe even that's really there. I think for the 4.5s, those are the most attractive options. And then scenario C would be to take a -4, take a hit, and then I would go for either Tony or Mitrovic, and then an upgrade of a defender, maybe like a Cucurella, something like that, and then to go for a Rodrigo or a Gross. So that is the three scenarios I have.
I have a feeling. I feel you should not take a hit because you already got three good defender. You got Trippier, got Cancelo, Andre. Even you buy a 4.4, you never start him or bench him. It's okay, man.
Okay.
I mean,
that's why I'm laying it out for you, lah. These are my options.
You should not take a hit. Save your transfer. Take a hit, no purpose, lah.
And Saka has a good fixture against Aston Villa, lah. That's why I'm not too.
Don't tell me about Saka, lah. I sell him already, lah. I'm not interested in Saka already.
Well, we're talking about my three scenarios here, right?
Yeah, I know. Keep Saka, lah.
So what do you think? Scenario A or scenario B then? So you're saying scenario C is a no-go. A or B?
B is what?
A is Tony and a 4.4. B is Mitrovic and a 4.5.
Tony and Mitrovic, both to me it's the same lah. Then for me it's the same, I'll buy Mitrovic lah. I already got two Brentford. I cannot be kinda crazy go and buy 3 Brentford player.
This is true. You have Josh De Silva, but I'm saying generally, you know, my team or anybody else's team, like, what would you think? What would you go with? I mean, you were talking about
Mitrovic.
You were talking about Malaysia just now.
Malaysia cannot score, but he defend very good. He like bonus point fighter like that. He a lot of tackles.
Yeah, he get 2 bonus points.
But his cross cannot. He don't have cross one. He where got cross? The whole game I never see him cross or shoot.
I think I saw one corner kick from him. It was quite terrible.
He went got take corner kick.
He took one corner kick. It was quite bad. It was quite bad.
I never see him cross or attack, but his running is good lah. His support is good lah.
I mean, Dalo's attacking.
He's better than like one Basaka. One Basaka is 0 attack, but Malaysia got attack one. But it's just that don't know why I never whole game never see him shoot.
Yeah, I think Dalo's XGI is something like 0.34, something like that. Yeah, assist and goal threat. So that's there. Actually, of all the 4.4s, I will probably go with Dalo. Because Fofana, I don't know whether he'll start the next game. Then he'll be on the bench. Because Wesley Fofana is also 4.4. That could be interesting for a Chelsea defender. Well, so you don't see any difference between Tony or Mitrovic. Then how about defenders? Who do you think might be the best defender? That's been my question. I've been on Twitter. What's that?
Cucurella.
You just told me not to go for scenario C. I have to take a -4 in order to have a Cucurella.
Oh, you asked me who is the best, ma?
Yeah, I'm saying who is the best.
All the 4.4, why they are 4.4? Because they don't really have any point one lah. That's why they are 4.4 lah. Choose whatever you like lah. Dalo or Malaysia or Fofana lah. But you choose Fofana, I don't even know whether you will play or not starting.
So that's that. But the other question is scenario A or B, right? So I can also go to 4.5 defenders, like the Brighton defenders, Dunk, Veltman, Webster, or either one of the 3 centre backs or the left back, Estupinian, or Brentford's Rico Henry. So those are all my choices.
Brentford lah. You maybe go for Tony already. You still go for Brentford player for what?
Dude. Have you not been listening to the 2 different scenarios?
I know. One Tony, one Mitrovic.
Yeah, so if it's scenario B, it'll be Mitrovic plus Henry, Estupinian, or one of the Brighton centre backs.
Don't lah. Then you got 2 defend. Then you want to why? You think Brentford so good lah? It's like starting with Liverpool. Then you can have jackpot lah. You have 1 goalkeeper for Brentford, then you still buy 1 defender for Brentford. If
that's
they told you no.
That's a great point. But
if they success, you success lah.
That's a great point.
So why you don't break the egg for what? For first. Then someone Brentford keep leaking goal. Although not much, maybe leak 1 goal. You rather get Brighton player, right? Brighton clean sheet until not so good.
Yeah.
Then get Brighton player, you no need they score. You want cheap. Enable you to configure your budget plus 还不错的 clean sheet return.
Yeah, and Brighton has a very good run of fixtures. So now the question is, do I go for Dallo or Estupinian? I think now I'm down to those 2.
No different to me lah, but for me, rather you go for
Dallo and Tony then. So it'll be Dallo and Tony then. Okay, interesting.
No. 0 Man United player. Go for the Brighton.
What the fuck?
0. Follow my discipline. 0 Man United player already. Go for
now
the
in 1 second you're like going all wise.
No. Because you cannot become one. Dallo maybe whole season 3 assists, 4 assists only lah. This guy may rake up anytime. I see the way he plays.
Oh my
anytime
lord, that's fucking amazing, man. I love it.
No, 0. Follow. First is feeling 0 Man United player. 0.
I mean, the other problem is this is true. Also because Man U's fixtures, it's like 2 good fixtures and 1 difficult. 2 good fixtures, 1 difficult. So it's a bit hard to go for them. So that's there.
Go for the one because they now versus Leicester, then after that versus Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 good, 1 bad.
Go for Brighton one.
Okay, so looks like I'll be going for Estupinian and Mitrovic then. I will be hoping for Mitrovic to.
Now I cannot get my
big teams.
Yeah, my best team. Yeah, I'm very sad.
Your best team? What do you mean? Oh, because of price changes.
If Da Silva, I can go to Gross.
Yep.
Then my Taylor can go for Mitrovic. I'm happy already.
Yeah, but this is
then my Robertson go to Cucurella, but cannot I buy. You see now I do a swap. Let's see. See, I can make it.
This is the beauty and misery of FPL with all the price changes now.
I see how much I left. Hey, can leh. 哇power 了啦
Uncle Hokkien Mee, are you gonna do it this week then? No more cooling off.
No.
-4,
-16
-16.
wow power leh this team
So in this scenario, it will be what? It will be.
yeah but I cannot have DS fuck my life man I cannot have Luis DS fuck my life man only 7.5
Okay,
sad.
nobody's
Hey, but
following you.
if my Robertson for me
I can't
so
follow
that one
you.
is wild card lah. It's just to do a transfer. It's like wet dream like that lah. By Robertson.
Oh, okay. So we're on
I
your
change
team
to
now.
Cucurella.
Robertson to Cucurella. Okay.
Then my
Robertson
Taylor,
to
I can
Cucurella.
go for Mitrovic.
Taylor to Mitrovic.
Then my Da Silva, I can go to Gross.
Da Silva to Gross.
Oh, like that only.
Then
That
what would
short
you
of
think?
0.6 million to buy DS. But I got no player to choose already.
That's not worth a wild card. That's just roll your transfer and then get a -4, like what I'm doing this week.
Unless I drop Cancelo also. Cancelo, I also want to sell already soon.
So you're thinking of selling Cancelo? I don't know, man. I'm actually. Oh, before we go on to fixture predictions, captaincy. I'm actually thinking of capping Cancelo this week as a differential. So you have it on Haaland, and I currently have it on Cancelo. But if ASM doesn't play, I actually might put it on TAA. TAA.
Don't cap Cancelo, bro. He playing like fuck recently, yeah.
I'm waiting for your reaction.
He really playing like fuck recently, yeah. It's a different Cancelo. Really.
He returned with 11 points in game week 2, man, against Bournemouth.
Huh?
And,
against who?
And it's against Forest.
Huh? Against who?
Against Bournemouth, he had 11 points.
Yeah, then why you don't buy Firmino?
Why I don't buy Firmino? Because I have Salah, Robertson, and TAA.
Sell lah, buy Firmino lah. Why? You tell me 2 weeks ago against Bournemouth, against this fucked up team, you think he play very good lah? Who play not good versus this fucked up team?
Even so he's playing. So he's playing Forest.
No lah, you got watch every game lah. He playing not that good already. His attack a bit don't know why funny already. I think because of Haaland different way of playing.
No, you are right that his attacking returns. I think he's like something like 30th or 37th on attacking returns for defenders in the whole league.
To me, he a bit weird leh. So to me not so much about.
It's the system lah, because of the 2-3-5.
Yeah, it's the system change already. Yeah, that's why maybe that's why I consider sell him. That's why I don't keep him already. Don't why you think last season when he attacked, he a lot of left wing freedom, then he keep attacking. Now differently, there is occupied one. He attack halfway, he suddenly pass to Haaland or cross to him.
Yeah, no, that's definitely there. So if ASM doesn't play right, I'm tempted by TAA captaincy actually. No, actually, at the end, I'll probably just cap Salah, to be honest.
Cap Haaland.
I think a lot of people will not cap Salah because of what happened last week. And I was just like, okay, I'll cap Salah. Especially if ASM doesn't play. If ASM plays, there's a whole other story.
To you, bro. I will cap Haaland. I got no choice. I only can cap Haaland.
I mean, you can cap
maybe
KDB.
Because unique. I now chasing. I cannot do anything now. I chasing
you can
now.
You can cap KDB. He's also an option. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Between KDB,
but,
I mean,
I don't know leh. But seriously, you see all the way they play. KTV is more of a midfield general, doing all the passing and creating leh. Assist a lot, shooting not a lot leh.
Okay, I'm just giving you options to.
Then someone now the penalty is Haaland take or Mahrez take or KTV take.
Absolutely, I think penalties are definitely going to be Haaland. Pep already said, well, if anybody tries to take a penalty from Haaland, he'll probably punch them.
So KTV see now the way they play. I buy it because he going to have a lot of assists.
Okay.
For me I feel he's going to have a lot of assists lah.
No, I think it's between Haaland and Salah again for this. No, not again, but I think it's between Haaland. No love for Jesus, nothing for Jesus for captaincy.
Don't know leh. Suddenly I got a feeling I now like playing baccarat banker player then I switch that I like very
Why
blur,
Haaland?
very blur. Imagine like my prediction again. You kept Haaland blank again. Then EDN KTB score 2 goal.
I mean,
Then
let's
Jesus
just.
2 goal again.
I mean,
Then
there's
I
no
don't
way
know
to talk
what to
about.
say already.
Well, let's talk
You
about
see
the. I
last
mean,
week, wow, you can analyze so much, but it's just like that only lah. But you go according to feature, of course, it's kept Haaland lah.
fixture
Correct or
wise,
not? Again,
sure.
Forest home game like you don't get Haaland, you kept who?
Fulham. I mean, it's also a home game for Arsenal.
But Aston Villa play like
Fulham.
shit also. Then Arsenal also home game, so Jesus also can cap lah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, Aston Villa.
what to do? Is between these two to me is 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50. I mean, Aston Villa really, they've not impressed, so that's there.
But
Yeah.
think of
But actually, to be honest, right, between Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest, right, Forest actually looks like the team that wants to attack more. Aston Villa, they can try and attack, but they're not really clicking as well as Forest. Even though Forest has so many new players, right, it seems Forest are smoother than Villa. So in this
but
case,
they are attack like shit. Especially see the way they play versus who are last week.
Who's attack like shit? Villa or Forest?
No, Forest defend like shit.
Oh, defense, yeah, that's the. Yeah, most of their.
They will gonna from Haaland again.
You know, I think you might be right. I'm totally undecided as well. It's between Haaland, Jesus, and Salah. And if I went super differential and maybe put it on TAA if ASM is not playing, we'll see.
Good lah, put TAA good lah, bro. Really, put TAA. He start to have form already.
But depends if ASM play, right? If ASM play, right, then cannot.
Well, ASM injured already. How to play?
It's not confirmed, is it?
Injured already lah. Walao eh. Where got injured 3-day recover one?
Hard to say with these people, man. Hard to say. Anyhow, on that note,
FPL never put lah.
Yeah. Anyhow, on that note, let's move to predictions very quickly, and then we'll close out. Crystal Palace home to Brentford. Who do you think? What score?
Crystal Palace home.
Yeah.
0-0.
0-0. Oh, you're hoping for a clean sheet for Raya there, aren't you? Fulham home.
1-1.
I think it'll be 1-1. Hopefully for safe points from Raya. I don't know if Zaha is fit yet, so let's see. Fulham against Brighton. Fulham home.
1-1.
1-1. Okay, interesting.
2-1.
I'm looking at
maybe 2-1. Mitrovic maybe he'll score 2 goals.
I was just gonna say I was thinking of a 2-1 possibly. Hopefully two goals from Mitrovic and 2 assists from Pereira. Maybe both from corners or something. Next game, Southampton against
Fulham versus who? Oh,
Brighton. That's why I was thinking a 2-1 because Brighton's looking good. Southampton against Chelsea. Southampton home.
3-0. 0-3.
3-0 to Chelsea, huh? I'm thinking it might be depending if Fofana plays. If Fofana doesn't play, then I think Southampton might be able to score. They're looking a bit better, slowly improving. Maybe a 2-1 to Chelsea or something like that. But if Fofana plays, then maybe a 2-0. They will probably be a lot more solid.
Maybe a 0-1.
That's true. Chelsea has been Sterling just scored, so maybe he'll go on a run. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Red lucky score I think.
Next game, Leeds at home to Everton.
3-0.
Hoping for a hat-trick from Rodrigo. I think it might I think maybe a 2-0 I can't see Everton scoring in this one. We'll see. Next game, Arsenal home to Aston Villa. I think it'll be a 2-0. You think a 0-0?
No, I hope a 0-0 lah. Don't like that. I never kept Jesus 2-0. I scared Jesus score 2 goals.
Bournemouth home to Wolves.
Cannot trash one lah by Wolves.
Trashing, you think? What kind of trash? 3-0 to Wolves?
You kena 9-0, you wake up mood. Sure, I tell you, next 2 games also tough first one. Kena 9-0. No.
So what's the prediction?
See how this game really don't know because they just kena 9-0 by Liverpool. This game is see how they react.
Yeah lah, so prediction. I think it'll be a 1-2 to Wolves. You lah?
No lah, clean sheet to Wolves lah.
Okay. but the score leh?
0-2.
0-2. Okay. Man City home to Forest.
10-0.
Then.
Haaland scores 6 goals.
Jeez. Let's see. Probably be a 3-0, I think. West Ham home to Spurs. This derby, London derby.
Huh? Who?
West Ham home to Spurs.
West Ham is London club. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought only Chelsea and Spurs is derby.
Many London clubs. Brentford is also a London club.
Oh. Spurs. West Ham. Wow, exciting match.
Yeah, exciting match. I think it'll be a 1-2.
Match, but I think it will be a 0-2 again.
0-2. Okay, I think it'll be 1-2. West Ham looks...
Maybe 0-2. See if Spurs can get the first goal.
I think it'll be a 1-2 since West Ham is at home. And Skamaka is playing now, so let's see. Liverpool home to Newcastle. If ASM doesn't play, I think it'll be 2-0. But if he plays, well, then I really have no idea. Maybe a 2-2 or something.
0-0.
0-0? You think it's a 0-0?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I hope not think. I pray. I curse 0-0.
Okay, what is your...
0-0 is the best result for us, man.
It's true. What is your curse and praying for... well, it's not the best for us. It's the best for you because you don't have Salah. I have Salah, man.
Your Taiji, better. You kept Salah best.
And the last game, Leicester home to Man United.
Leicester home to Man United.
I think it'll be a 1-2.
10-0.
10-0, okay.
New 10. New 10.
Thanks
Ronaldo score hat-trick before he leave.
Thanks for your predictions, Uncle Kimmy.
Leicester. Let's see how they stop Verdi and Titi, Talisman, Barney. Let's see how they stop Barney. Madison. It's a good test until now because they play weak team. So now if they play Leicester better a bit, increase a bit. It's a...
No, Leicester.
No, listen.
What? Okay.
When you play Leicester, it's the indication of how they're going to play Arsenal.
I don't know, man. Leicester's pretty bad defensively. Arsenal's a lot stronger.
Of course, that's why I say a little bit of upgrade only.
I don't know whether if Leicester's an upgrade on Southampton, to be honest. Don't you remember Southampton came back and drew? I think it was a draw with Leicester. It was a 2-2 or something like that. And Southampton actually looked a lot more dangerous.
Southampton home. Southampton strong when home, but very weak away.
No, man. It was an away game. Southampton beat Leicester 2-1. They came back, remember? It was a 2-1 win. Che Adams with 2 goals.
Oh, yeah. But Leicester defense very fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think it will be. Well, unless if Man United shows...
So you're going to cap who?
Undecided, man. Undecided. Really undecided.
Cap Arnold.
Yeah, he's the differential player. Because,
No, I need someone to be the last 3 plays first.
On that note...
I tell you, I tell you, if you cap any of the defense, right, your one leg is like booked in the last 3 already.
No, for this week, especially all the home fixtures, it's home fixtures. Away is one thing.
Anyhow, this is not the week to do the special first, bro. Wait first, This is not the week to do the special.
It's a marathon, like we say. It's a marathon. Anyhow,
I know it's because Bournemouth. You don't think because versus Bournemouth 9-0, why you come back already? Wait a while first, Wait one more game, see first,
It's between Salah, Jesus, and Haaland now. I still haven't thought it through.
You're good, you got 3. I also got 3, but hey,
recency bias will put on Haaland, He's on a streak and all that. So the recency bias will be on Haaland.
Oh, no, Jesus also suddenly pop up on, but it's okay It's okay.
We'll see.
I just need to pull myself whatever the result. I just want to pull myself. That's why I don't do anything.
Yourself up. No, man. I mean, you
do a lot of transfer. I -6 so many points, but not getting the result I want.
This is the week for you, considering we have KDB. So KDB and Haaland against Nottingham Forest. This should be the week for you on paper. So let's see. All right.
Cancelo 2 goal, KDB 2 goal, Haaland 3 goal, 7 new trash them.
On that note, All the best to everybody for game week 5. This is FPL Potato.
See you.
I'm Mushroom Head Potato, and this is.
I'm Hokkien.
Bye-bye.
Bye.